Sean Diddy Combs has officially agreed to hand over a lot of his stuff to the federal government. The feds finally got his number and things are getting spicy. Everyone saw the list and asked why he got so many phones and laptops like, "Bro, are you running an Apple store out of your mansion? In reality, they probably seized every device from every property, even his kids' stuff." But here's what most people missed. The government never gave up their right to come back for more. That means if they find any link between what Diddy was doing and his houses, jets, or cars, they can take it all. Let's break it down. There are two main types of forfeiture proceeds, meaning anything earned from criminal activity, and facilitation property, meaning anything used to commit or promote the crime, even if a house or jet was bought legally. If it was used for shady stuff, it's gone. If a studio or hotel was used for illegal acts under the Mann Act, that's now federal property. And before anyone says Diddy wasn't convicted of trafficking, the Mann Act covers that it gives prosecutors broad power to seize anything that helped commit or hide the crime. In Diddy's case, the government proved he paid for prostitutes' rent and transportation. Using corporate accounts, that's huge, because if company money funded illegal activity, that cash becomes tainted proceeds. Now the DOJ can target his bank accounts, equipment, vehicles, and even business entities if they prove the company was used. To facilitate or hide the acts, they can seize shares or corporate interests, just like they did with Jeffrey Epstein's shell companies. Prosecutors don't need to prove the whole company was corrupt. One illegal transaction is enough. One hotel booking one travel expense, that's all it takes. They prove it with paper trails, wire transfers, bookkeeping entries labeled event coordination, flight receipts, or text messages. Showing intent, all they need to show is that Diddy knew what he was doing. And that's exactly what they're building toward now about those rented spaces. This is where it gets deadly. If a freak-off happened in a hotel or Airbnb booked for that purpose, the government can classify that rental as facilitation property. Even if the hotel owner is innocent, the lease itself can be seized. And if Diddy used business funds for those bookings, that money becomes traceable. Proceeds meaning every card, Venmo, or bank transfer used in those payments is fair game. Prosecutors love this stuff because paper trails are cleaner than witness statements. That's why they might not go after his main mansion yet. It's messy. But hotel receipts, emails, and wire transfers are an easy win for the feds. And here's why it's so dangerous for Diddy, it turns his businesses into part of the crime. That's when the IRS steps in. They audit the books, find false deductions, and hit him with tax evasion. You can't write off prostitution as a business expense. If the feds prove company funds were used for illegal acts, it becomes forfeitable proceeds. And if he already drained those accounts, the snatchback rule lets them reclaim it, even by putting liens on his properties. Once the DOJ shifts from a Mann Act case to a financial crimes case, it's game over. They can freeze his companies, seize assets, and turn the whole thing into a corporate takedown. Diddy's 2025 isn't looking like a comeback year. This case is only getting uglier and the feds are just getting started.